fucking cook, man!
Apocalypse Now didn't just make history, it rewrote the rules. The cast pushed to the breaking point. The director fought the studio every single day, and the stories behind the camera are wilder than anything on screen. These are 20 weird facts about Apocalypse Now. And the bonus fact? Let's just say even the studio couldn't believe what happened. Lock and load. This one gets brutal fast. Fact 1. Martin Sheen's heart attack secret. Martin Sheen never intends to make a public display of vulnerability. He wants to embody Captain Willard with every fiber of his being, pushing himself to the brink. In March 1977, while shooting in the Philippines, the stress of the role and the demanding conditions catch up with him. Sheen suffers a heart attack. Alone and in pain, he crawls across his hotel room floor until someone finds him. What's shocking is that Francis Ford Coppola, the film's director, keeps Sheen's medical emergency under wraps, even as production continues. The crew shoots around his absence, with body doubles capturing scenes from behind. The secrecy surrounding Sheen's condition amplifies the tension. Willard's journey mirrors Sheen's physical ordeal. This hidden struggle adds a gritty authenticity to the film's atmosphere, as both man and character grapple with their own mortality. Fact 2. Coppola's funding gamble. Francis Ford Coppola doesn't seek security. He craves control. In a bold move, he invests $30 million of his own money into the making of Apocalypse Now. But as filming progresses in the jungles of the Philippines, the budget spirals, threatening his financial stability. Coppola mortgages his home and vineyard, all while battling studios anxious about the escalating costs. He faces personal and professional ruin. Yet, his gamble pays off when Apocalypse Now grosses over $150 million worldwide, cementing his legacy. Coppola's financial leap of faith reflects the film's very essence, a descent into madness where risk and reward dance on a razor's edge. Fact 3. Marlon Brando's pricey paradox. Marlon Brando doesn't just defy expectations, he obliterates them. Despite his $3.5 million paycheck, Brando arrives on set unprepared, overweight, and oblivious to the script. Coppola, eager to capture the enigmatic Colonel Kurtz, faces a dilemma. Initially intent on Brando playing a lean, intense Kurtz, Coppola improvises. He shoots Brando in shadows, using close-ups to create an aura of looming menace. This impromptu strategy transforms Brando's shortcomings into Kurtz's mythic mystique. The result is a performance that encapsulates chaos and charisma, leaving audiences captivated by Brando's unpredictable genius. Fact 4. Helicopter Hell Havoc. The Philippine military's helicopters are Francis Ford Coppola's cinematic lifeline. They're also his nemesis. The helicopters, piloted by the Philippine Air Force, come with a catch. The government frequently redirects them to real-world military skirmishes, leaving Coppola scrambling. In a particularly tense moment during the filming of the iconic Ride of the Valkyries scene, several helicopters are abruptly summoned away, mid-shoot. Coppola's frustration mounts, yet this chaos fuels the film's authenticity. The unpredictability of the choppers mirrors the volatile nature of war, blurring the lines between fiction and reality, and amplifying the scene's frenetic energy. 5. Typhoon Olga's devastating delay. Nature itself seems to conspire against Coppola's vision. In May 1976, Typhoon Olga ravages the Philippines, halting production and destroying sets. The ferocity of the storm lays bare the fragility of human endeavors against nature's wrath. With millions of dollars in damage, Coppola faces an unexpected hiatus. Yet this downtime allows for reflection and reconceptualization. The forced break breathes new life into the project as the crew returns with renewed vigor. The typhoon becomes a metaphor for the film's theme, the storm of war, unpredictable and merciless, reshaping the landscape and those who dare to traverse it. Fact 6. Sheen's drunken breakdown. Martin Sheen's portrayal of Willard's descent into madness is more real than it seems. During the filming of the opening scene, Sheen, battling personal demons, consumes alcohol to embody Willard's inner turmoil. When the cameras roll, what unfolds is raw and unplanned. Sheen punches the mirror, cutting his hand. He continues, bleeding, wrestling with his reflection and emotions. Coppola captures this intense moment, unwilling to yell "cut," as Sheen's breakdown becomes both art and therapy. The scene stands as a haunting testament to method acting's power, blurring the line between performance and reality, leaving an indelible impression of authenticity.
Mama, you can't die, fucker!
Fact 7. Kurtz's improvised philosophies. Marlon Brando's improvisational genius turns potential chaos into cinematic gold. Arriving unprepared, Brando begins to ad-lib his scenes, weaving personal philosophies into Kurtz's dialogue. What could have been disjointed nonsense evolves into profound, unsettling truths about war and humanity. Coppola, recognizing the brilliance beneath Brando's improvisation, encourages this approach, allowing the Colonel's monologues to resonate with haunting authenticity. These unscripted moments become cornerstones, giving depth to Kurtz's enigmatic character and lending the film an enigmatic, philosophical edge that challenges audiences long after the credits roll. Fact 8. Dennis Hopper's chaos incarnate. Dennis Hopper doesn't just play a photographer, he embodies the anarchy of war. Off-screen, Hopper's unpredictable behavior mirrors his character's frenetic energy. His on-set antics are fueled by a cocktail of drugs, making him both a challenge and a muse for Coppola. At times, his erratic presence disrupts filming, yet in moments of clarity, Hopper delivers dialogue that captures the film's chaotic essence. Hopper's volatile nature infuses the film with an electric unpredictability, drawing audiences into the heart of darkness, where reason is consumed by madness, and brilliance emerges from the brink of collapse.
I'm all red, yeah, I'll get you back. I'm all red.
Sergeant.
Fact 9. Brando's pay-or-play power move. Marlon Brando is not just an actor, he's a force of nature with the clout to rewrite rules. His contract includes a pay-or-play clause, guaranteeing his full salary regardless of performance quality. Arriving on set overweight and unprepared, Brando's presence is a test of Coppola's ingenuity. Yet this challenge transforms into an opportunity. By shooting Brando in shadows and close-ups, Coppola crafts a mythic presence. Brando's unpredictability evolves into a masterstroke, creating a character shrouded in mystery and menace, encapsulating the film's exploration of the enigmatic. Fact 10. Harsh realities of war's grit. Apocalypse Now doesn't just depict war, it embodies its chaos. The crew uses real ammunition for some scenes, a decision emanating from a desire for authenticity. Yet this choice introduces real danger, as explosions and gunfire become all too real. The relentless demand for realism pushes the boundaries of safety, yet it immerses the audience in the visceral experience of war. The film transforms into a sensory assault, where the realism of the battlefield transcends the screen, forcing viewers to grapple with the relentless brutality and moral ambiguity of conflict.
He and his men were playing hit and run.
Fact 11. Lost in the jungle of Sam Bottom's transformation. Sam Bottoms loses himself in Lance Johnson's world, a journey fueled by real hallucinogens during filming. As the surfing warrior descends into the madness of war, Bottoms ingests LSD, seeking to authenticate Lance's transformation. This decision blurs the boundaries between actor and role, as Bottoms' altered state infuses his performance with genuine disorientation and eerie serenity. The resulting portrayal enhances the film's exploration of how war alters reality, offering viewers a glimpse into the psychedelic chaos and surreal beauty of a world unraveling at its seams.
It was the way we had over here of living with ourselves.
Fact 12. Soundtrack's sonic revolution. Apocalypse Now doesn't just showcase a visual spectacle, it orchestrates a sonic revolution. The film pioneers the use of Dolby Stereo, immersing audiences in an auditory landscape where helicopters roar and bullets whiz past. This groundbreaking audio technology envelops the viewer in the film's chaotic milieu, transforming each scene into an all-consuming experience. The soundtrack, a blend of Wagnerian grandeur and haunting compositions by Carmine Coppola, elevates tension to new heights. This innovative sound design becomes a character in its own right, dragging audiences deeper into the nightmare of war. Fact 13. Coppola's feud with Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel doesn't just face artistic differences, he becomes a casualty of Coppola's vision. Initially cast as Captain Willard, Keitel's naturalistic approach clashes with Coppola's demand for introspection. After filming for 3 weeks, the director makes a drastic decision and replaces Keitel with Martin Sheen. This abrupt change reflects Coppola's unyielding pursuit of perfection, even at the cost of alienating talent. The shift from Keitel to Sheen transforms the film's tone, allowing an introspective depth that mirrors the internal conflict of war, while highlighting the director's relentless quest for the ideal.
You out there on the wire, man?
Fact 14. The impact of the Du Lung Bridge. The Du Lung Bridge doesn't just stand as a set, it becomes a crucible of chaos. Filmed under grueling conditions, the construction of this bridge represents war's futility. Each night, the crew struggles to maintain its integrity, mirroring the cycle of destruction and reconstruction intrinsic to war. This relentless sequence is captured with unsettling realism, as the bridge becomes a metaphor for war's impasse, a place where victory is elusive and madness reigns. The eerie, surreal imagery of this scene underscores the film's existential themes, challenging viewers to confront the perpetual cycle of violence.
Directly, quickly.
Fact 15. The Heart of Darkness Inspirations. Apocalypse Now doesn't just draw from Heart of Darkness, it reinvents it. Joseph Conrad's novella serves as the film's foundation, yet Coppola transplants its themes into the Vietnam War. The lush jungles of the Philippines become a stand-in for the Congo, infusing the story with a new geopolitical context. Through Conrad's lens, Coppola explores the darkness within humanity, while confronting the moral ambiguities of modern warfare. This blending of literary and historical context enriches the narrative, transforming it into a timeless examination of power and corruption, where every journey is an exploration into the unknown. Fact 16. The unscripted animal sacrifice. The ritual sacrifice of a water buffalo is not an effect, it's a real event. Filmed in collaboration with a local Ifugao tribe, the scene is captured in real time, offering an authentic glimpse into indigenous customs. This unscripted moment becomes a crucial component of Kurtz's world, blending documentary realism with narrative fiction. The visceral, unflinching depiction of death serves as a stark reminder of life's fragility and the primal forces governing existence. It deepens the film's exploration of civilization's thin veneer, where ritual and reality intertwine in the shadow of war.
So get out of that Frizzly Army-looking shit and
Fact 17. A Festival of Excess, Cannes 1979. Apocalypse Now doesn't just premiere, it erupts onto the world stage. At the Cannes Film Festival in May 1979, the film is presented as a work in progress, yet its impact is immediate and profound. The audience is left awestruck by its audacity and scope, culminating in a 15-minute standing ovation. This reception marks a turning point, solidifying the film's status as a cultural phenomenon. The chaos and controversy surrounding its production are vindicated by the acclaim, as the festival becomes a microcosm of the film's themes, an exploration of excess, ambition, and the fine line between brilliance and madness. Fact 18. The mysterious opening scenes. The opening scenes of Apocalypse Now defy traditional structure. They immerse the viewer in Willard's fragmented consciousness. As The Doors' The End plays, helicopters swoop in synchrony with the music, creating a visual symphony of destruction. This sequence is a happy accident, as Coppola edits together mistaken footage with transcendent results. The juxtaposition of sound and image establishes the film's tone, an odyssey through chaos and introspection. The creative mishap becomes an emblem of the film's genius, where beauty and horror converge in a haunting, unforgettable prelude to the darkness that follows.
Hey, Sarge, these guys are with me.
Fact 19. The smoking gun of civil rights. Apocalypse Now doesn't just critique war, it challenges racial boundaries. The casting of Lawrence Fishburne as Tyrone Mr. Clean Miller transcends tokenism, representing a conscious decision to reflect the diverse reality of the Vietnam War. At 14, Fishburne lies about his age to secure the role, bringing youthful bravado and vulnerability to the character. Coppola's inclusion of a black soldier foregrounds the racial tensions and inequalities within the military, echoing the civil rights struggles of the era. Fishburne's presence highlights the intersection of race and combat, painting a complex portrait of identity amidst conflict. If this deep dive into one of cinema's most legendary films left you thinking, Go ahead and like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments which fact shocked you the most. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best stories are the ones they didn't want you to know.